Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
No chance. Check 99. Check 99.
Hard.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, exit.
51's the mic. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. Here we go, team. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Smith. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And the Redskin first down.
Go, Mike. Ready. Hey, let's come up. Topper.
Here we go. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
Go.
Nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Deep grip.
Smith on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Ready?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, Mike 51. Watch the curls. Hatch it.
6'6", bullet high.
Throwing is Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set. Blue 60. 59.
Watch the screen. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch the screen.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
53. Mike 53.
Don't let him breathe.
Back to throw. Stafford. Then he finds Danny Amendola. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
I got one.
Hey, 54. Hey, Echo.
53's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Set, 280.
56, right there, 56. Watch.
Hurry.
56 to Mike.
Middle. Get that.
Stafford looks to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 6 yards away. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Cut. Save.
Now. Ready.
Now Smith. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Watch the slip. 49. Check 49. Go.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, Delta.
51 to Mike. 51.
Yes.
Check. Fresno. Kill.
5.
Now Smith going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Ready, set.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Bravo.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Hey.
Now watch run. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. Here we go. 51 to Mike.
Hey. High 7.
I'm good for you. Hey, Mike 51. Hey.
Hit it.
Throwing again is Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Mike 51.
Hey. Wahoo.
51.
Look at me. Zipper.
You can't block me. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
On 4th down, Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Lions will take over. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know what happened.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, Stafford. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Yep.
Motion.
On first down, Thompson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Smith. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Jet bombers. Jet bombers.
First down, Redskins.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, pick it up, T.
On first down, Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well, and Deshaun Watson, that scares everyone. But
and he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, Couldn't turn it into much more.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Alpha.
35 tonight.
On first down at Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Stafford, and he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite?
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Prater's not going to get this one. Missed it. No good. Wide to the right. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's caught by his tight end, Isaac Nauta. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
180. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On first down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Montez Sweat coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Stafford, and he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40. Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. Shoot.
Out of the gun, Smith. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, Charles, while we have a second, you know, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
260. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
They snap it to Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. From the red zone now, Stafford. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
17 yards that time and a Washington first. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
The pass complete. This one to Danny Amendola. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We don't want this.
Stafford going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now Johnson. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go. You tighten up.
They go to Johnson again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with it. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go. Hey, Zoo. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Check.
Throwing here, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the